Welcome, everyone. Today we're doing a deep dive into some fascinating travel perspectives from the document. Hello and welcome to Speak English in No More 5.
That's right. We're pulling insights from three specific experts featured: Sarah Taylor, Mark Davis, and Emily Chen.
And we're honing in on exploring new places, practical travel advice, and really getting into cultural immersion.
The goal here really is to extract some practical wisdom, stuff you can use whether you're actually planning a trip or just curious about, different ways to see the world.
Okay, so let's start with Sarah Taylor. Her angle seems to be very much about understanding the background of a place.
Exactly. She really emphasizes learning the history, the culture. It's about moving past just sort of looking at things.
Right, not just sightseeing. She wants a deeper appreciation, turning a quick visit into something more, well, meaningful.
Precisely. And she mentions keeping a travel diary too.
Yeah, I saw that. It's not just about logging events, is it? It's more like processing the experience, reliving it later.
That seems to be the idea, making it stick. She shared that story about visiting a suspension bridge somewhere rural.
Oh, yeah. The beautiful scenery, but also the local stories behind it. That's what made it memorable for her.
It makes you think, doesn't it, how much context we miss sometimes.
Definitely. Okay, so shifting gears a bit, what about Mark Davis? His focus seems more on the practical side.
Very much so. Great advice, especially if you're a first-time traveler. He talks about doing thorough research, which, makes sense.
Yeah, preparation is key.
But also learning just a few key local phrases, a small thing, but it can make a big difference in connecting with people.
That's a good point. Shows respect, opens doors maybe.
Absolutely. And perhaps his biggest piece of advice is just staying open to new experiences.
The adaptability factor.
Yeah.
Because things rarely go exactly as planned, right?
Never. And he really stresses staying calm, being flexible when those inevitable hiccups happen, flight delays, getting lost.
Yeah, being adaptable. That mindset can turn a disaster into an adventure sometimes.
It really can. Which sort of leads nicely into Emily Chen's perspective, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, she talks extensively about cultural immersion, and that requires that openness Mark mentions.
Okay, so Emily's focus is really on diving deep into the local culture.
Yes, exactly. She argues it's essential for truly experiencing a place. It's how you connect with locals, try authentic food, really understand a different way of life.
More than just observing from the outside.
Much more. She gives that example of visiting a monastery, again, in a rural town.
Right, I remember that. It wasn't just seeing the building, it was about the interaction.
Totally. She highlights the warmth, the welcoming nature of the monks, learning about their daily life. That's the kind of deep understanding she's advocating for.
You definitely wouldn't get that from just reading a guidebook.
Not a chance. So if we kind of pull these three threads together, Sarah's focus on history and reflection, Mark's on practical prep and flexibility, and Emily's on deep cultural engagement.
You start to see a common theme emerging, don't you?
Yeah, it seems like they all value learning, understanding whether it's history, language, or daily life. And they all touch on the importance of your own mindset.
Like the diary for reflection, the need for adaptability, the willingness to engage.
Exactly. It suggests that maybe the richest travel experiences come from combining these approaches, being curious, prepared but flexible, and genuinely open to connection.
Okay, so thinking about our listeners,
Yeah.
how can they use this? Whether they're actually packing bags or just, say, exploring a new topic online.
Well, you could consciously try to adopt some of these tactics. Think like Sarah. What's the backstory here? Prepare like Mark.
Mm.
What practical steps can I take and how can I stay flexible? And engage like Emily. How can I connect authentically?
It's a kind of framework, really, for deeper learning, more meaningful experiences, whatever you're exploring.
And maybe a final thought to leave people with.
Go for it.
It seems clear from Sarah, Mark, and Emily that encountering something new, a place, an idea, whatever, is as much about your inner state, your openness, your curiosity, as it is about the external thing itself.
So the question for everyone listening might be, which of these elements, the historical curiosity, the practical flexibility, the drive for authentic immersion resonates most with you?
And more importantly, how could you intentionally bring that element into your very next exploration, whatever form that takes?